What's up, family and friends? Welcome to the Woke Nation, our nation of factual truth, where we feel free to share knowledge and spread the knowledge of factual truth without fear, without favor, and without faint. Where we encourage us to live our lives and live it well through the knowledge of factual truth because it's our lives. And personally, I'm encouraging you to enjoy your life wherever you are because it's your life. There is no God anywhere able to judge you, able to punish you, able to do anything to or for you. You should know yourself and enjoy your life. It is your life. It's not another's life. It is not your parents' life. It is your life. You did not come from your parents. You came through your parents, and they can also come through you. We are in this world together. There is no God anywhere. So when some people tell you give your life to God or to Jesus, ask them what is wrong with you. Number one, does it make sense for somebody to ask you to give your life to God or Jesus? You cannot see. Think, think. Like somebody telling you to invest your money in a product you cannot see, or you can only see in the promised land after death. Think something must be wrong with you to accept such thing. But that's actually what people are doing in spirituality and religion. The only thing there is that they were forced to believe without seeing. They were forced physically, then later psychologically, as we can see today in religious institutions, spiritual institutions, and school systems, learning institutions. They are used to make us believe without seeing, and we believe the lies against us. So today, I'm sharing with us what I titled The Reign of Money, where money is exalted, where money is in power, where money, and the system we are living in is the system where our oppressors created two forces to keep us good slaves, which is God and the money. God is not natural thing. Money is not natural thing. God and money are strange or stranger to us. We don't need them to live. We don't need God and money for any reason if we can use our brain and embrace our nature. We don't need God and the money. Two of them has been destroying us. But because of the depth of the indoctrination and brainwashing we have gone through, we have been conditioned to accept it either way. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Even when it's okay, we say it's okay. And when you try to resist it, imagine only you standing in the midst of millions of people who believe against the factual truth you are holding. What ground do you have there? They can deal with you, they can destroy you, they can do anything because they are the ones in power. The judges that will judge you in the court believe against you. The people you may call as witness at a point will begin to also work against you because they are not you and they don't buy the idea of factual truth being real, or maybe there's any way this world can be changed again. But think about it. The reason why there is at least some rich history is for you to learn from them. I don't mean the written history. I don't mean the history white men gave to us that after they established this system of white supremacy we are in today, where God and the money is supposed to be reigning. So they tell us, welcome to Bible study, in their book, because it is the people that control this world now that gave us the Bible. They are the one that compiled the Bible. That is manual for them to control their slaves, whether you like it or not. You may individually not be a slave, but collectively or as a whole, we are all slaves. We are serving the few. and the majority are ignorant of their powers. So they can't continue believing without seeing. First, they tell them there are some invisible punishment they will go through if they don't believe. Then, secondly, they have military might to make sure you believe whether you like it or not. And they have other means they establish. Let's say you want to travel, you have to travel according to their time. Although we are born free to live free in this world, go wherever we want. No, they establish it that you need certain documents for you to travel. What a wicked world, and what I call wickedness of men. Most things you think you are enjoying today is as the result of wickedness of men, especially when men think they are better than women. That's part of wickedness of men when they decided to subjugate women, seeing women as second-class citizens. Women don't have right of household. Women don't have right of inheritance, inheriting their father's properties. These things are going on. Even in some area where they claim a matriarchy system, where they say like, oh, woman, they still so Ghana is an example. Nothing different between Ghana and Nigeria, the way they treat women. Nothing different. So some areas they give men some leeway or some little thing, huh? No, they subjugated where most men like it's rare for you to see men like myself who are advocating for women freedom. Majority of men don't, and some of them they don't because they are accomplices or maybe because they have women in their life. They don't know there's difference between relationship and marriage. There's difference between partnership and marriage. You can partner with somebody, live, have relationship with somebody without marriage. In marriage, the man is the master, whether you like it or not. That's why he's called husband. That's why when gay people call a woman husband, they say people that are not gay kick against it because it's supposed to be. Those men don't know that that thing make them accomplice to slavery. Once you married a woman, you are a slave master as a man. The woman is your slave. That's why you call her your wife. She stay where you want. She bear the name you want. She go where you want. None of you that may be against what I'm saying will refute what I just said. It is embedded in you. You were raised to see women as your property, as weaklings, as people that shouldn't talk when you are talking. But you are stupid because a woman gave birth to you. If a woman is a property and a weakling, that woman is still greater than you because she gave birth to you. So the more you are holding women down, you are holding yourself more down. I like the way one of our ancestors said that. He said, until black woman take her rightful place again, we will continue being slaves. You think men will liberate us from slavery? It's a lie. Without black women, black men will never succeed in this life. You can vote against women all you want, but you are voting against yourself. Who gave birth to you, idiots? Matthew chapter 6, verse 24 says, you cannot be the slave of two masters. Now, this line alone is supposed to show you that the Bible or whatever they wrote, they are speaking to slaves. Free men don't need any manual to live by. Free men don't need any commandment to live by. Free men don't live any laws to live by except the one they made for themselves. If somebody gave you a word or law or commandment or edict or order and you must live by it, you are a slave to that person. That person is your master. He said that you cannot be the slave of two masters. He did not say you cannot, you cannot live your life, or he did not say you cannot be yourself. He said you cannot be the slaves of two masters. In other words, you have to be a slave. But the truth is this: you don't supposed to be a slave. You don't have to be a slave. There's no reason for you to be a slave. They wrote many reasons why you should be a slave, like in Exodus chapter 21, verse 1 to 6. Read it. It says, if you are poor and you sell yourself as a slave, there were no rich and poor in the ancient time in Africa. There were no rich and the poor. All we have is people living. They have equity, they have equality, and they have fairness, they have justice. They were living naturally until some idiot comes with the slavery mentality, how to enslave others to benefit them. That's where they begin to come up with systems. Nature is above whatever system that exists today. Nature supersedes them. Nature is spring over them. He said, you cannot be the slave of two masters. So because they want you to be slave, they born you to be slave, they train you to be slave, they raise you to be slave, they educated you to be slave, they baptize you to be slave, they name you to be slave, they dress you to be slave. They do many things to make you slave, not yourself. In fact, they tell you that being yourself is error. It is evil. It means you are imperfect. But it's a lie. You are perfect. You are never imperfect at all. It is when they set their standard to make you seem imperfect or feel you are imperfect. You are not. It's like you are not born with money, right? But somebody make you feel like if you don't have money, you are nothing. If you don't have money, you don't have a say. If you don't have money, you don't have a place. If you don't have money, you don't deserve any form of respect. He said, you cannot be the slave of two masters. Anything, any book, any person that supports slavery or people being slaves for any reason is evil. He said, you will like one more than the other or be more loyal to one than the other. There's no place even, he say here, oppose one. Look watch the word they use. You will like one more. He did not say you will not like the other. He said you will like one more. It doesn't mean you will like both of them, but you will like one more. God and money. Before, God was on the throne. Some people call it dark age. It was not dark age. It was evil age when people began to force their faith and beliefs, their superstitions on others. Say, you must be born again. You must repent. You must accept Muhammad or that. You must accept Christ or that. You must. They began to force their superstitions, which some of them call spirituality or religion, on others. So you will like one more than the other. Here again, or be loyal or be more loyal to one than the other. That doesn't mean you're not loyal than the other one. You see some people that say that, oh, they're not slave of God, but they're slave of money. Some people that say they are not slave of money, but they're slave of God. So they make it in such a way you cannot escape it. You see the reason why sometimes when you are rising against somebody, it's not working because indirectly or in other way, you are doing the same thing the other person is doing, what you are against that person doing. You don't support that person worshiping God, but you support worshiping money. You are chasing money. Chasing money is the same thing with chasing God. It's the same thing. The same thing. Chasing money is not a natural thing. We can live without money. We can live without God. But how many people will agree with me on this? It's hard. Some women ask me, okay, can you be online without money? Yes. We can be online without money. We can clothe ourselves without money. We can fly without money. We can do all these things without money. All we need to do is know ourselves, come together, begin to do things ourselves. If I come to your house, you give me water to drink. Did I pay you to get that water? Must you buy the water you have in your house? Can you live with water without buying water, without paying for water? Can we live with everybody drinking clean water? All of us living in the same neighborhood, drinking the same clean water free of charge. Can we do that? Yes. We have seen some people do that. If they can do it in maybe among few people, they can do it in general. But wickedness of men is what is hindering it. And men like myself or people like myself are rising up, calling us to wake up so that we can change this thing. All these things you have, kingdom and serfdom, poor and rich, God and money, they are evil. They want you to like God or money. They want you to be loyal to God or money, or more loyal to God than money, or more loyal to money than God. He said you cannot serve both God and money. Think about it. He did not say you cannot have both God and money. He said you cannot serve, S-E-R-V-E, as a slave. You cannot serve God and money. He didn't say you cannot have God and money, because you cannot have God and money because they are not yours. Are you the owner of the money you are chasing? If it's your own, you won't be chasing it. The reason why you're chasing money, because it is not yours. Money is not yours. Even the one you say you have made, the one you labored for, yes, they pay you that, but they give it to you for you to also give it back to them, because they put system in place that after they pay you that money, you labored for it, they pay you, you still go and buy what they produce. Are you producing your own food? Are you producing your own clothes? Can we do that as a people? Is there any village anywhere in Africa that have planned that, listen, we don't need any external or this nonsense. Let us build ourselves first. After we establish ourselves, then we open our doors to outsiders. We're having rules they must abide by. And have people among us who will stand and to make sure it is enforced. Do we have such thing? No. What do we have in Africa? God and money. And that they are our problems. You can argue against it all you want, but you are suffering. You know, another time it will bite you more when you get older, when you remember all your achievements, all you have acquired, and the thought of you leaving them, all of them Sunday, will begin to destroy you. It doesn't matter how many children you have, it doesn't matter how much riches you have, all those things, the thought of leaving them destroys people. It is happening. Some people develop some chronic disease despite they have all it takes to take care of themselves. You don't know it's just because they have been messed up, thinking of leaving whatever they have achieved. You heard about the Alexander the Greek. They tell you he conquered the whole world. He can't see anywhere else to conquer. He got heart attack and die. Some people, you don't hear some people committing suicide. You don't hear some people, thinking until they think themselves to death because of fear of losing what they have. You have seen many people doing a lot of atrocities just to be wealthy or to keep their wealth. Money, 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 money. He said you cannot serve both God and the money. But go to churches today, go to religious people place or God-fearing people places today. They are serving both God and money. In fact, they can't call on the name of God without money. They even tell you now that God gives money. If God gives money, so why did they tell you cannot serve both God and money? If God give you money, so you say God can give you money. The same way you flip it, because it's certain. Money can give you God. Money buy God today. It's true. When a poor man is sick, the pastor will not even go there. Sometimes he will not even send somebody to go there. We say, let us pray for the poor man in the church. They pray for poor man, everybody go. But if rich man is sick, the pastor, they will pray for the rather rich man in the church. And the pastor will still call to book appointment, tell them when he's coming. You know why? Because when he go there, they must give him money. They give him better food too. Poor man don't have it. Poor people don't have it in their house to give to him. When a poor man dies, pastor don't go to bury that poor man. Oh. They may send a deacon. They may send a catechist. They may send one wretched priest to go. But when a rich man dies, in fact, that pastor will want to bring all his fellow heavy duty pastors. Let's go. We go in there. He's a man of because they know the family members will prepare better gifts for them to go. They go with their car, the empty boot, load it with things. Some of them they give them cow. They give them fat check. Can poor people do that? No. Money answers all things. They tell you that. God answers all prayers. Money answers all things. That's what they told you. But the fact remains, God does not answer any prayer, and money does not answer in the real life. When it comes to real things, money does not count. Anywhere God and money counts, go there, see how people are suffering there. They are not living their natural life. They are living in misery. Everywhere, including the richest man in this world today, is living in misery. You think, oh, he's rich. Elon Musk, the richest man is this. You are part of people worshiping him. You will not see me worship such. I will never do that. No matter what. Anything they support, I'm against. Because I know they will never have you in their plan for better life. No, it's themselves. Then you are the slaves. You cannot be the slave of two masters. God, money. People that have God tell you they are anointed, you bow before them. People that have money, they can buy whatever it is. But do you know, if you have a product they need and say you are not selling it to them, they cannot have it. You see the way they use money to penetrate today, because they even buy people with money. Oh, you say we are doing an election like what happened in American election. They get the people counting the election. They already bought them. You tell my vote count. Yeah, your vote count. That's when the counters are not bought by the rich people. You can see now money is buying all things. Donald Trump is the president-elect of America. Money. Elon Musk. And the thing is a joke. It's happening before us. How did Hitler happen? The same way Trump is happening. How things, and you see, majority of poor people support Trump and the Elon Musk. You know why? Because they want to be like them. They tell them you can be like them, you can become whatever. That's why you're going to school. Your parents surrendered you to be brainwashed, to be like them. You and your parents will not rise up against injustice going on in the world because you want to be like them. So let us rally today against social things, to end inequality among us. Majority of poor people will side the rich. They will side the oppressors. And they begin to call you names. And if you don't know what is going on, you begin to blame yourself. Oh, no, it's not. You need to know what it's like. You now saying that you want to be in power where God is worshipped and you don't believe in God. You don't worship. It's a lie. It can never happen. The same thing where money is enthroned, you don't have money. You say you want to take power. It's a lie. The only way you can take power where God or money is enthroned is by you using the natural powers we used to have. But as I said earlier, they even buy people that have ability to do that. So today we have fake people that are claiming they have certain power to do this. How can you say you have power to do certain things or that? And the president of your country is ruining your country. Politicians are destroying your country. People are suffering, including you that claim to have power. You and your family are suffering. I want to see any family that have power that are enjoying in this world. None of them. All they do is they use that power to maybe rob other people, use that money to send their children to school, send their children to abroad, to go make money. You know, invest in business, make money. God's time has passed. Now money is on the throne, which both of them are tools of slavery or for slavery. You must serve or starve to death. That is the system we are in today. This is the system of white supremacy. This is where Africans have been buried. You must serve or starve to death. Even when you serve, it leads to death. And when you starve, it also leads to death. That's why it is hard for you to find a true person speaking the truth today. Majority of them speaking the truth is speaking it partially, not generally. They don't want to offend certain people. They don't want. Because they know if they speak the truth about God and the money, for example, majority of people will abandon them. They will die. But I rather die a miserable death than join this evil system. That, you know, I made that decision and I've been working with it. I'm not complaining. You can't see me now complain about life. No. What I'm doing, this one, I can stop doing this too. I'm not doing it for you to give me anything. It's to wake you up. Wake our people up. But he said, oh, don't worry, don't know what he's doing. You think you have money more than me. You are stupid. You will also die very soon. You will die. And just for you, because of what you have, you are having sleepless nights, you don't, you're afraid of dying, many things bothering you. What concern the main thing that concerns you don't even bother you. The real thing about life don't bother you. What bother you is nonsense. God, money. And when it comes to money, I ask you, how much money is enough for one person? There's no person I have seen that can answer me wisely. You know why? Because the moment you put limits to it, or this is how much someone needs, some people will begin to reject it too. They make it to be a bottomless pit. That's why they say you cannot know God. It's bottom, no matter, although they wrote in their book that God said if you search him with all your heart, you will find him. They say no matter what, you cannot see God. It's when you die in the generation afterlife. That's when you will see God. Oh, and you're suffering. Then when it comes to money, how much money is enough for one person? Nobody will say that because they made both of them to be bottomless pit for you. There's no ground where you can stand in God or in money. Take it or leave it. You must serve or starve to death. Money is the root of all things. Ministers of God are Gehazi and Judas today. You see, money is the root of all things in the world today, in this system of white supremacy. And when you go to Bible, you see what they tell you about, like when ministers of God go after money. Gehazi is the first example in the Old Testament of the Bible. He went after money, and leprosy will come to you order to show you all that, because they wanted money to be controlled by some people. If you go overboard, you'll be punished. No. Also, in the New Testament, another way they want to teach you about money is what? Judas. Judas Iscariot. They told you he sold his master for money. Money, they offer him money. He said, okay. Just like what I tell you, people that have certain powers to protect and provide for humanity or people, make people live a better life. They buy them now, boom, they're okay. Then one person begin to control those things, monetize it, put the price on it. This is how much you must buy it. For example, can you have free fruit today? It is hard now. Before, we used to have free fruit, ordinary fruit, orange, mangoes. We don't used to buy them before. Today, if you don't have enough money, you won't even buy it. One mango, they tell you 1,000 or 500, like in Nigeria. Not everybody can afford it. I want to buy strawberry. Go check the price. And ShopRite controls it, or whatever, whoever on the store controls it. Everything is running. And also, like in the Old Testament, they tell you about Achan. He said God asked them to go and they destroy a city, and when they destroyed, Achan stole some things there, which is like money. What happened? They say they began to have failure because of that. And what is the judgment? God said, bring him and all that belongs to him, both animals and human beings, both properties. He said, bring them together, stone them to death, and heap them a stone on them. They destroy all of them. Is it not the same thing Africans still running today? In Anambra State, when Obi was a governor, I hated what he did that time, and some people are doing it in other parts of Nigeria. He said he made a law. If somebody hold people hostage in here, kidnap people and hold them hostage in a house, maybe keep them in one room in a house, they have to demolish the whole building. Do they have sense? The educated people, religious people. Peter Obi did that as governor of Anambra State. Other governors also doing that in Africa. Not only in Africa, they do everywhere you see all these God-fearing people in power. They continue doing their evil. They don't use their brain. See what is going on today. If you don't get money, what thing you get? If in Nigeria they sing it, people are singing it, dancing it. If you don't get money, what thing you get? What thing you get? What thing you get? What thing you get? If you don't have money, what do you have? So you must have money. It's money. It's not. When you fall down, money cannot pick you up. Somebody can pick you up. Yeah, I can pay somebody to do that. Okay, that's if before that person is supposed to pay comes now. If you make it that time. But think about it. They have destroyed our functions or the functions of our brain, that we don't reason anymore. We just believe. That belief without seeing simply means believe without questioning. We are not questioning. We just believe, okay, you give birth to children, you send them, go and make it, go make it. And they go. Oh, my parents sent me to go. Okay, I must make it. Somebody tell you, no, you're not supposed to do that. What are you saying? Oh. But you're supposed to be living with your parents, not living somewhere else. I said it before. If you're not living with your parents, no matter how much you're sending to them to enjoy their life, you are not taking care of them. All of you are deluding yourselves, destroying yourself the more, dividing yourselves the more. That's why when small things come out in such family, boom, everybody, they begin to fight. They begin to go to court. They begin to call police. They begin to call kinsmen. They begin to go for case. They begin to... Because we have abandoned the natural way of living for all this artificial, fake way of living. And you see us today. If you don't have money, what do you have? Not only that, if you don't have money, who do you have? Do you know how they say it? No money, no friend. No money, no friend. Is that a life? Is it not how many of us are living? Why will somebody in your family betray you today? Money. Check it. Check it. At the root of every problem we're having today, if it's not God, it is money. Check it. Check it. Before they said, Perico Masange, he said that if you don't have money, have root. Root, you don't have to buy, you don't pay for it. Root, you go to the bush, you get the root. Use it to protect yourself. Keep yourself. Use it to keep yourself healthy too. Herb, roots and herbs. But today, even when if you don't have money, you can't even have root. You enter bush, which bush? Everybody claiming bush. Everybody claiming bush now. Before, bush used to be a general place to go. Very soon, like in my place in Ibubu, we have land that belongs to everybody in that community. Very soon, they begin to sell all of them because the money is raining. Money is on the throne. And people can go to any length to make that money, to get that money. I hear. Who do they call great men today? People that have money. It's no longer people that have wisdom. Before God and money came, they used to respect elders, wise people, because in those days elders don't depend on money. They still farm. They have their things, how to take care of themselves. But today, somebody make money, come, they gather elders, give them money. Elders will be singing his chorus, his Hosanna. Yeah, we must follow you. You're supposed to be the president, supposed to be the governor, supposed to be this. Life without money is useless. That's life they are living today. Life without money is meaningless. Although you were born without money, but they tell you and they condition you to hold life without money is useless or meaningless. You don't have genuine relationships anymore. I'm not talking about marriage, relationship. If you don't, they love you depending on how much you are making. Oh, you are a housekeeper. No, don't fuck with the housekeeper. Oh, doctor. Oh, doctor. Oh, life is. We can go out someday, doctor. Wicked people. I'm telling you, I'm happy that I don't associate with people that care much about money, love money. I don't. Because I know that person one day, that person will say you. That person will become Judas Iscariot, whether you like it or not. That person will become Gehazi, whether you like it or not. Go to where people are doing business and see the atrocities going on there. I say, go. If you're an Igbo person, go to wherever Igbo people are doing business. See what is going on there. It's a war zone. You don't know what business is all about. It's an exploitation. Maybe, oh, business. Go there. See how they lie to make money. See how they deceive to make money. See how they defraud to make money. Money was invented for control under the guise of means of transaction. Is money still means of transaction? No, it's not. And it was never originally. The German people that invented this money system we have today, they made it to control other people. No one was born with money. No tree or land produces money. No one eats money. You can never see anyone eating money anywhere. No. Everyone can live well without money. Let me say it again. Everyone can live well without money. Do you hear what I just said? Every one of us, regardless your location, we all can live well, fulfilled life without money. Yes, we are. If you insist money is needed for your living or for your life to have a meaning, then why can't you print your own money? Why can't you print your own money? Why can't your father print money for his own family? Think, money, you don't know what you're saying. Your suffering is my proof. Your life is my proof. If you insist that money is needed for your living well, then why can't you print your own money? Why are they the one printing the money for you? I ask you the question, who is printing your money? Are you the one printing your money? You can make food, right? You can make food. You can begin to plant things and naturally, you don't even need to buy things to become a farmer. You go inside the bush there are things you pick those things up and you begin to use them to establish yourself, live your life well. And you can sell them. Must you sell them with money? No. There was trade by barter because of this evil banking system. I have this, you have this. I say, okay, I need this. I say, okay, you give me this, you take this. Not this the one, money now. You will see a stupid person go and make money. A stupid person make money becomes a wise person. Money makes people wise today. It's no longer knowledge. It's no longer how much you know. It is how much money you have. E-money. Ego. Ego. Money. Money. The richest man in the world. Think about it. The population of the world, somebody have billions of dollars, not billions of naira, billions of dollars. That if you give it to the whole people alive today in the whole world, that person still have many more billions. But can you imagine the majority saying enough? That money that person have, everybody must have it 1 million, or we shut down whatever that person have. We must shut it down. Do you know what will happen? Majority of people will be against such idea. You are part of people that have been supporting. No, leave them alone. You are jealous. Oh, why are you envious? They keep raking it in. They keep raking it in. Today, see where we are. Very soon, what you used to buy $1 today, you're gonna be buying it $10,000, whether you like it or not. They use inflation to deceive you. Inflation, hey, now you're supporting rich men like Donald Trump, all these corrupt rich people. Okay, go ahead. At least it backs your prophecy, right? You think it will come to pass. That prophecy will come to pass. Oh, that thing they say, God, it will come to pass. Okay, now. Who is printing your money? If money is actually what you need, so why are you not printing your own money? Why are they telling you to go make money instead of go print money? If money is needed, we are supposed to be printing our own money. Okay, forget about individual. How about a people? Why is it black people are not printing their own money? The money we are using today as black people is printed by white people. It's not our money. All the system we have today in Africa as black people everywhere has nothing to do with our blackness, our root. Our slave masters gave them to us. Monetization of our resources and social life have caged us for white supremacy and self-careless living. We are living carelessly. We don't care about what really matters. How many Africans care about freedom of Africa? Or they know when they're talking about freedom, they want maybe to be in certain way. Certain people want it, but not in a general way, in a general sense, like, everybody supposed to be living well, whatever neighborhood we are. All of us in the same neighborhood supposed to be driving, supposed to be riding, supposed to be enjoying, not some people enjoying, some people suffering. But they make you blame either laziness or blame someone else. Oh no, it's because he was lazy or he didn't. No. The air we breathe, does it mean, oh, you're not having the air because you maybe because you are lazy? No. That's how nature's supposed to be. That's how everything's supposed to be. See some people, oh, socialism. No, what do you mean? I must own this, I have this, I have that. Money today determines your status, determines your position, determines the respect they give to you. Money. That's why you see, just in the name you are living in America or Europe, somebody living in Africa bows to you. Even if they have more than you, unless the one that already traveling, it's okay, now you know that one will have to travel. But some of them that are not traveling, but they have more money than you living in America. Just the sense he had that you are living in America, that person bow before you. I was discussing it last time with my woman. I said, see, They will tell you, oh no, a woman cannot see this masquerade. A woman cannot take picture of this masquerade. A woman cannot walk on the same path with this masquerade. It's only for poor women or women in that region. But those people from that region that lived in America, have their children in America, when they come home with their children, in the same village, they tell you a woman will not take picture. You will see their women, their children, their women taking that picture, videoing it being the thing, recording it. Nobody will touch them. Because it's always the poor that bear the wrath of the law. It's the poor, not the rich. President Trump, with all his crime, is becoming the president of America. But if you have one of the crimes he committed, you will not get job. You will not get a job in America. A felon hardly get job. He cannot get job in any company. Register company like that, no. Unless you be working under the table, okay. But look at it. If they tell you win listing, you say, hey, oh, my party won. Oh, yeah. No, it's not about party. It's more than your party. It's your stupidity. And you will keep suffering it until you wake up. Watch them, despite their claim of heaven and the God, but they bow to money. They monetize everything. Imagine even people that tell you God can do all things, they still tell you you need money in the presence of that God. You need money to do the work of that God. Think about it. Think about it. All who preached the love of money is the root of all evil. Today, you see them, they are preaching now demanding for money for the work of God. And when they're telling you that money is for the work of God, what work of God is their belly, their bank account. That is the work of God. That is the God they worship. That's the God they're telling you you are giving to. The God you are giving to is their belly, also known as their bank account. That's the God you are giving your tithes and offerings to. There's no God anywhere needing anything from you. God does not exist. And money and God, they are both slavery tools. You can live without them. But if you say you need them to live, then you are part of our problem. And very soon we must solve it when majority of us wake up. And that's why I'm asking you, wake up. Then in closing, answer me this question if you care. It's not a must. If you don't answer me, your situation will answer it. Can you live well without money? Gordon.